Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Mule. And when I first saw the trailer for this new Clint Eastwood film, I'm like, this is going to be super intense, this is going to be like how American Sniper was, which basically for almost that whole entire movie is just completely tied up tension, and you could really feel it. And I'm like, this is going to be intense, this is going to be great. They're bringing this out early just to get it in at the end of the year. And then I saw the movie and I'm like, this wasn't what I was expecting. And this film is directed by Clint Eastwood and starring Clint Eastwood, his first film that he was actually acting in 6 years. And he plays this older gentleman who has a bunch of money problems. He's kind of a piece of crap, deadbeat husband and father. And he starts running drugs for the cartels to make money. And, yeah. This was a lot more laid-back kind of film than I was expecting. There are moments of really good tension, and Clint Eastwood can capture tension in a film so well as a director, and that's why I was so excited about this, but this is a very different kind of film. Most of those tense moments don't even happen until well into the film. This is actually a pretty laid-back kind of tone of a film, which is very intriguing with the what this film's about. And you basically, for half of the film, are just driving around with Clint Eastwood as he's like, oh, I need money for this, and drive drugs and sings along to music and fixes that problem. There's not a whole lot of tension in this film, and I feel like that kind of hurts it in the long run. Like, as you get further into the film, you do feel more of this emotional impact and a little bit more of this tension. And basically it is just a character study. It's not really a thriller that you would probably expect it from the trailer, which I did. It's basically just about this man who honestly is selfish, racist, sexist, and he's like an older guy and feels the same way that a lot of older white men probably feel about a lot of different things. But the thing that really carries this film is Clint Eastwood's 88 years old and has still an immense amount of screen presence and charisma and really sells this film, and he's amazing in it. And he does such a great job, and there's some really weird scenes of like him having threesomes with two really young women and weird crap like that. And like he just kind of strolls around through this film, and I could kind of understand why he signed on to do this, because he just looks like he's having a ball. And this film was enjoyable. And in the weird way, like, it was kind of fun. There's also moments where it's like not a whole lot of actors could get away with selling such a character when he's dropping really inappropriate, discriminatory language towards other races and women and people with different, like, it's surprised me because it's like, it's a lot like the character in Gran Torino. Except Gran Torino had a little bit, had more depth to the film, and I thought was a better film, and altogether put together was a better effort than this. This felt like Clint Eastwood was like, you know what, we're going to go out and have some fun. And he did. And in terms of the script, which was written by Nick Schenk, here's a story, it just plays out. There's certain things that they don't show on screen, and I'm thinking that's probably because of Clint Eastwood in his later years and not being able to really sell those scenes, so they do some stuff off screen. But I feel like this film, it's like he gets out of a lot of things really easily, and there's not a whole lot of like concern or tension until like the very end of the film, and it kind of just coasts through. And story-wise, in the first half of the film is really repetitive, because it's like, here's a problem, I need money, let's drive, sing some songs, get money. I need money, and so on and so on. And then you get this backstory of Bradley Cooper's DEA agent, and some of the scenes he's in is fun, but it's not really fleshed out, and most of the characters in this film aren't fleshed out. Basically, you have one character who's interesting, and it's Clint Eastwood's character. And Earl's basically the only main reason to watch this film. Clint Eastwood's the main reason to watch this film. Bradley Cooper does a good job, and Taissa Farmiga does a nice job, and Diane Wiest. And like there's a lot of actors in this film that just don't get a whole lot to do, and they're just kind of there. Like Michael Pena gets some lines, so that's basically it. Lawrence Fishburne doesn't get anything to do. Andy Garcia gets to show up for a little bit and be charming, and that's basically it. And the long and the short of it is, this film really isn't like super special. It's not something that's going to be remembered as like, this was a great Clint Eastwood film. It's a fun go. And that's basically it. Like there's nothing particularly exciting about the music or the cinematography. It kind of just is. And it was put together. It was a fun time. Clint Eastwood looked like he was having a fun time. And if you love Clint Eastwood, you're going to eat this movie up. Just go see it. If you're looking for something more substantive than that, than just a quick and easy digestible like film led by a very charismatic actor, then you're not going to get a whole lot out of this. But if you do, you love that Clint. I took my mom, she loved it, and that's my recommendation for this film. Otherwise, let me know what you think, and thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.